Tonight's coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders down to about the 45.
Job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
18, pioneer.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Play fake. Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Winston now to throw on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on second down. On play action, Winston. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Hurts going to take this himself. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They go play action with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipas now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get... The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Here's Winston. He's going to air one out. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To the air again with Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. First down, Winston. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. This is Smith with a grab. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Winston. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd down and 7. In motion left is Watkins. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready, set. Stop me, Ranger. Stop me, Ranger.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-enter here in this half.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action now, Winston. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36. And he'll try and throw here on the fake, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Ready.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 4th down, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll start with the option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return, it's Kamara. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the... And now off to the races, down the right side. 30, 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go, here we go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Check smash. Ready.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go now.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun snap and the give to Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, stop.
Again, it's Kamara. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Wait.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Nifty move. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this one too low. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken